All right, don't forget to call, okay? All right, don't speak to me if you can't call me. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's take this picture. Come on,
President of the United American Progress Association, getting blacks to do more for ourselves, among ourselves.
Good morning.
I'm Fred Damage. I'm the president of the African American Association of Central Illinois.
Yeah, my name is Victor Simmons. I'm the chapter president of the Milwaukee chapter of the African American.
I'm Chris Manslaughter, from the Department of Construction and Housing.
My name is Jerry Winchester. I'm the Senior Project Manager of Power Construction
With the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District. Hola,
I am Nathan Syed, a member of Rainbow Push.
good morning. I'm
Good morning, my name is John Baker from Post Point Consulting Services, New Chicago.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Ted Hollander. My business is Complex Incorporated. We are professional controllers. I also run.
Good morning. My name is Deanna Hodges. I'm the manager of Compliance Services for Chicago Women in Trades. And we're a nonprofit organization that prepares women to go into the construction industry. So we have plenty of qualified union tradeswomen that are looking for work. So please check out our table on the back. Thank you.
We only have 3 minutes left for introductions. So your name and your company affiliation, please.
Hello, I'm Charles Herring from Chicago Menards. I'm the Assistant General Manager. We're looking to supply material for all your contract needs.
Good morning, my name is John Crabb. I'm District Manager of Alcohol Paint Manufacturing at Sherman Williams, exclusive to contractors range to ours.
Good morning, Matthew Lane.
Good morning, Henry Dean. I'm the overhead line work coordinator at Dawson, Texas.
Ms. Constance Nestor, Advocate of Healthcare. Mr. Roy E. Davis, Merchandise Mart Properties. Mr.
All right, he's a little taller than I am, so we're going to bring this down just a little bit. I'm honored to stand before you and address the African American Contractors Association. And as introduced, I am the national president of the National Association of Women in Construction, better known as NAWIC. I don't know if any of you have heard of NAWIC before, but I would be remiss if I didn't tell you a little bit about that. NAWIC was formed in 1953 by a group of women in Fort Worth, Texas. And Omar has, when I first came in, they told me, oh, great, you came in from Texas. Well, actually, our association headquarters is in Texas, but as the national president, I'm actually from Anchorage, Alaska. So I'm really enjoying the weather down here, believe me. The association was primarily formed so that the women in construction could have a support group and a way to increase their personal development. They started as a charter right there in Fort Worth, Texas, and realized that the charter wouldn't allow them to grow out into the other parts of the United States. So it was in 1955 that the NAWIC was actually formed. NAWIC's mission is to enhance the success of women in the construction industry, and this is all women. Our objectives are to unite for the mutual benefit of women who are actively engaged in the various phases of the construction industry, to promote cooperation, fellowship, and a better understanding among members of the association, and to promote education and to contribute to the betterment of the construction industry.
I'm the Director of Design and Construction in Advocates Construction Department, and Deb is our Facilitator of Construction and Facilities. Deb Connors. Good morning. She's very modest and didn't want to speak this morning herself. I would like to assure you that I am personally a paid member of PUSH, and I get those recorded messages from Reverend Jackson all the time, and I'm very thrilled to be a member of the organization. And I'd like to thank Omar for having Advocate here this morning. For those of you who may not be familiar, Advocate Healthcare is a healthcare provider organization. We operate 10 hospital campuses in the Illinois area, the Chicago metropolitan area, and we employ approximately 27,000 people, nurses and all sorts of administrative and support staff and others. We operate approximately 250 facilities. And within Advocate, we have a very large construction department to undertake all of our various design and construction projects. And a very strong and important aspect of that construction process is our MBE-WBE program. And we are very, very proud of our diversity and our success with bringing minority and female-owned businesses to Advocate's work environment. If you'll give them the microphones just so they can introduce themselves quickly.
Hi, my name is Chris Mansbrough, and I'm town executive for Leader Partner Construction. I focus primarily on healthcare, which is why I was asked to come out by conference today. Our company builds about $350 million worth of construction every year. We build about
Good morning. I'm Jerry Winchester with Power Construction. We are currently doing work at Illinois Masonic Hospital, Lutheran General Hospital, Good Samaritan, and Good Shepherd Hospital as well. We're a general contractor. We do about $550 to $600 million a year. 50% of our work is done in the Chicago city area, and the other 50% in the suburbs.
My name is Ike Hong, President of Pacific Construction Services. We've been on the Advocate contractors list for about 2-3 years or so. A large part of our work as a general contractor, we do work for the city of Chicago and the federal government, so we're very familiar with the affirmative action programs that we participate in. So I will be available to meet with anyone after the presentation this year. Thank you.
My name is Paul Neff. I'm with Power Construction. We're proud to be a sponsor of the event. As Constance said, we're going to be embarking this fall and next spring on a $250 million program across Christ Hospital. That's at Boston, and I'm in charge of that project, so I'd be very interested in talking with any subcontract firms that would have any kind of general trades or mechanical electrical expertise. Thank you very much.
I'm Dale. I'm with Guildford Construction. We do small project generally with Good Shepherd. We're not in the multi-bill, the very large size. We do 15 to 20 million a year. So it would be a good opportunity for introduction to the process, learning, infection control, all the things that are required for a subcontractor. So I do have some brochures if you'd like to see me after. I'd appreciate meeting everybody. Thank you.
Round of applause for organizing this. Omar is in one of those unforgiving positions where as a true advocate and as a frontline advocate, it becomes very, very difficult sometimes to push forward and to try to blend the agendas of alliance in business that he does. And he's just done such a fabulous job in growing and making, certainly in my estimation, ACCA the premier advocate organization for minority contractors in the great city of Chicago. We are going to go off the board for just 1 minute.
Thank you very much. First, I'd like to thank Omar and Reverend Hatchett. I don't know if, there he is, Reverend Hatchett, for allowing me to speak here today. It's an honor. I want to tell you a little bit about the Merchandise Mart, what we do. I am Vice President and General Manager of the Merchandise Mart. A couple of the other folks introduced themselves as Director of Trade Show and our Contract Compliance Officer. At the Merchandise Mart, we are not only a real estate company owning the world's largest commercial office building at 4.2 million square feet, we also own and direct our own trade shows. When Reverend Hatchett called me, I think it's about 2 years ago, and brought Omar in looking for some opportunities with his organization within the Merchandise Mart, it just seemed to be a perfect match. One of the opportunities that we've been able to explore is, as we bring trade shows in, we hire a lot of what we consider temporary workers. They work 3/4 of a year coming in and moving in our trade shows in and out. It seemed like a perfect opportunity to work with Reverend Hatchett's group and allow him to send people from the community of Inglewood down to give them an opportunity to work within our system. We are firm believers in promoting within our system, and already to date, I think Reverend Hatchett, we've brought 40, 50 gentlemen from Inglewood and been able to giving them an opportunity that they would not regularly have. So with that, I appreciate Reverend Hatchett and everything he's done. The second opportunity working with Omar was to diversify our contracting program. At the Merchandise Mart, because we do so many trade shows and we are such showroom-based environment, every year when those trade shows happen, there is a lot of construction projects that happen within the Merchandise Mart. During NeoCon alone, we see construction of over 500,000 square feet. Working with Omar and Reverend Hatchett, we've been able to bring in some new contractors to the Merchandise Mart, introduce a few subcontractors, some of our larger general contractors, and really start to create a program that needs to be in place. With that, those of you that have an opportunity to either go through Omar, talk to Glenn, talk to Maribel, talk to myself, we'd love to get your card, get you within the program, and try to get you some work at the Merchandise Mart property. It's the greatest building in the world, trust me. With that, thank you very much. Reverend Hatchett, thank you. The employment opportunities that we have, again, going through Reverend Hatchett will go ahead and put you into our system.
We are now working with the Chicago chapter of ACCA with Omar, and if you are a Chicago chapter member of ACCA, you are currently covered under a $2,000 accidental death and dismemberment plan. So we do have a booth in the other room. We ask that everybody stop by and visit with us. If you are not a member of ACCA in the Chicago chapter, but you are a president of another chapter, I definitely would like to speak with you so we can put you in coordination with the representatives in the other areas. But once again, it is already provided for you at no cost. Thank you very much.
Erica, Denise, I'm sorry, thank you very much. We are still working on you to name anyone that was a newsmaker, non-sports, non-entertainment, a newsmaker in the 60s that's still a relevant newsmaker 4 decades later. I defy you to find another person, a newsmaker, a voice in the 60s that was relevant 4 decades ago that is relevant 4 decades later. Reverend Jackson deserves your support. This organization deserves your support. Please come back and visit us again, and next time y'all get the extra raffle ticket. Okay, let's bring Mr. Roderick Drew from the O'Hare Modernization Program forward. Please welcome him warmly to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. I will be brief. We've made a lot of progress on the City of Chicago's plan to modernize O'Hare Airport. In fact, we are 123 days away from opening the first new runway at O'Hare since 1971. We are also just 68 days away from opening the extension of O'Hare's busiest runway, which is opening actually 56 days early. So think back to the last time you've heard of a major project that's actually open ahead of schedule. That's what we've done. We're also opening a new air traffic control tower. We have another runway that's under construction, and a lot of work has already been awarded, but we have a lot of work yet to come. In the next 12 months, we are going to issue up to $766 million in construction work. In your red folders that you picked up as part of your packets, we have this document that talks about some of our upcoming construction bid packages that are coming out.
How impressive. Roderick, thank you very much. You guys, O'Hare, Advocate Healthcare, Merchandise Mart. What a wonderful morning we are celebrating here at Rainbow Push. Now, if you will get your raffle tickets ready, we have moved. I am, once again, all the things, the ability for transit on the streets, things, Alderman Preckwinkle's office is so cooperative with all that is done over here at Rainbow Push and in support of in support of everything that ACA does. So we thank you very, very much for your efforts. Okay, Reverend Barrow, Erica, you already pulled that first ticket and announced the winner. What we are raffling off first, who has to leave just for a few words. We are going to hear from our remaining 2 speakers as well. 3 speakers. We got 3 to go? Okay, we're going to make this. Alderman Preckwinkle, please come and welcome our, thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. As I begin, I want to thank Reverend Barrow and Reverend Jackson and PUSH for all the good work it does on behalf of small businesses in our community, and particularly to the African American Contractors Association for their focus on folks in construction. I want to welcome all of you today. I want to thank you for your participation. I'm on my way downtown to 10 o'clock, so I can't stay long, but I wanted to be sure to get by. And we tried to be as helpful as we could to the event today, and I wanted to come and be supportive. So thank you all for your good work.
Also want to acknowledge, just kind of buzzing about the room, handing stuff out, looking like a big old blue Obama Smurf. Crystal Overton, who for many years served ACA. Please just give Crystal a round of applause. She's a loyal member.
Good morning. Rich Butler, Chief Administrative Officer for the Chicago Park District. I'm here this morning. I got a lot of information to cover, but just before I get started, in your packets, you have a disc, a DVD, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that. So just check and make sure you all have that. A lot of information. I could have bought a bunch of handouts and all that, but we're going green or trying to stay as green as possible in the Park District. So we tried to capture as much as we could here in the diskette. Just a little brief background. Chicago Park District, as you know, we're responsible for Soldier Field, the harbors, beaches, field houses, day camp supplies, uniforms, etc. You name it, we buy it, and it fits into any one of those categories. Our latest project is the Buckingham Fountain renovation. It's phase 1 that's already kicked in. That requirement is on the street. We didn't have any MBEWB requirements on that job in particular because we're going to make it up on phase 2 and phase 3. Right now, we got to get those slabs fabricated, get them installed as soon as the fountain shuts down in October. I think right after Labor Day or sometime thereafter. Phase 2 and phase 3, like I said, will probably be like a 40 and 5 requirement. And according to our code, we're 25 and 5. And then we're going to pick it up on the back end. So stay tuned for that. That information is also in the DVD. And then phase 3 will probably go out a little later in 2009. The other thing I wanted to mention is that we have our process is a little more transparent. And what we've done is that within that package I was telling you about in your goodie bag, you have a tutorial here. And what that tutorial incorporates is everything from viewing, I'll run through the list really quick. You can view the list of bids that are currently advertised on this diskette. You can download any bids from our website. View the list of firms and individuals that have downloaded any bid on a takeout sheet, as we know it as. View the list of anticipated procurement opportunities. View the bid, proposal, or qualification tabulation for any IFB, RFP, and or RFQ. View the list of firms in the RFQ pools. We have about 15 to 20 pre-qualified pools that we are now reopening annually for new contenders. And view the list of job contractors. I mean, job has always been sort of a secret, and no one really knows what job is about. That's Job Board of Contracting. So we've explained all that information in detail earlier today, and how it works for the Park District. The other thing I want to mention, we just went to our board a couple, 2-3 months ago. We raised our requirement from 10,000 to 20,000 of minority inclusion. So our buyers are required, any PO over 10,000, they have to get 3 minority bids. In order to do that, we got to get you guys on a vendor file, or vendor application, which is a PDF on our website. So there's a lot of good things that's going on. Our system is transparent. Our director of purchasing is Rafi Serafian. Dee Brookins is standing in the back of the room, our colleague. She's our deputy director of purchasing. We have a table in the room. So that's all I want to say for the procurement process. My colleague Pam Walton is here from HR. We also have our human resource opportunities for any job postings that were currently open, and Pam's going to go over that with you.
Thanks for having us. I'm Pam, not consider because applications were not properly filled out. So I'd like to inform our community that to properly fill out an application with the Chicago Park District, we need as much information as possible. Please be as specific as possible in your applications. Whatever detailed information you can include that supports whatever job you're applying for, please do so on the application. Make sure all I's are dotted, T's are crossed. Make sure you put on the application the location, the region, and the position that you're applying for. Any applications that we receive that say simply open, we don't have a title called open. So please, I'm just making sure that everyone understands the importance and the value of applying and putting on the applications as much information as possible. If you have any questions regarding HR concerns or issues, we're at the back table in the hallway. We have a job listing of the current jobs that we have posted, and we renew that listing every week. So if you have any questions, please feel free. Thank you.
So we have documents that are not mandatory. There's documents that if they're not submitted with the bid and they're incomplete, I mean, we will work with you on the back end. So don't be afraid. We need to have African American companies as prime contractors on our bid requirements. I just wanted to add that. Roger, thanks for that.
From Metro, please come forward.
Good morning. Well, he mentioned certification. I'm a senior DBE specialist at Metro, and that's what I do. I certify folks. First of all, how many people in this room know the difference between DBE, MBE, and WBE? Raise your hand. You sure you think you know? And those of you who don't know, we have companies. Metro, first of all, is a commuter rail agency in the 6-county region of northeastern Illinois. Metro is going to expand. Metro is going to expand into Kendall County. Metro is going to expand further down into Will County. With gas, might go up to $6 a gallon. Public transportation is booming, okay? We're going to have to revise our schedules. They're doing that now because the trains are stuffed, okay? So that means there's going to be more work. We're going to have to build more stations with this expansion. Metro's big in building and rehabbing existing stations. Parking lots have to be expanded, reconfigured. That's construction, architecture, and engineering. And Metro also has an office building. The main headquarters is at 547 West Jackson. And everything that goes into that office building, from pencils and pens, office furniture, Xerox paper, hey, it's needed. So there's opportunities there at Metro that a lot of people in the community don't know about because they figure, well, Metro takes people from way out suburbs to bring them downtown, go to work, and then they take them home. But Metro comes into the city, okay? So there's a lot of work there at Metro. Now, with the DBE, The DBE is Disadvantaged Business Enterprise, which is a federal program. There's federal dollars involved with the DBE program, whereby they lump minorities and women into the same pot, okay? That's federal money involved with the DBE program. MBE and WBE programs, that's local money. That is local money. The only entity in the Chicagoland area that is running 3 programs simultaneously together is the city of Chicago. They get money from the federal government. Rogers program, that's DBE. That's federal money. Okay? But Millennium Park was MBE, WBE. That was all local money. No federal money went to redoing, Grand Park from Millennium Park. So that is the difference. If you just keep that in mind, you'll never go wrong. DBE is federal money, MBE, WBE is local money. And the city of Chicago is the only one that runs 3 programs. METRA, the CTA, IDOT, and PACE, along with the city of Chicago's DBE section, form the Illinois Unified Certification Program, which is strictly DBE. If you're certified with one of those agencies as the DBE, you're automatically certified with the other 4. It's a reciprocal agreement there. That's the DBE club here in Illinois. As a matter of fact, that's the way. That's right. That's right. And it was like pulling teeth trying to get people wired up to that. The bid has already been, it was like last week, I believe, on the 14th or something, But it was like pulling teeth to get the community involved, and we were told by, the aldermen, the congressmen, they wanted much community involvement as possible. We calling people, we actually took out the darn yellow pages, okay, and went neighborhood. But hey, this looks like a business that might be able to do something with this construction project. Got wrong numbers, everything. Folks with attitudes, folks, I'm not interested. Hey, nobody's gonna give you nothing unless you bid. It's like playing the lottery, okay? You gotta play to win. Okay? Metro always has projects going on, folks. Now, this is going to be a pretty big one in the community, and I wish we would have had more community participation. But there are opportunities at Metro, especially in construction, the construction trades, architecture, engineering, and like I said, certain supply side items, okay? Like one gentleman said he's a tailor. I remember him earlier this morning saying that Metro does not need a tailor, okay? Okay, but we need people who have office supplies, office furniture, everything that takes to run a big office building, that stuff is needed. So the information is in there in the other room with my business card. Feel free to pick them up. Thank you.
I see some tea, gentlemen. Come on, the camera don't work with no tea. Look at this. You know what? I'm laughing at you.
Okay. That's why we've got this. This is
Yeah, it was a little tight.
Yeah.
Right. Huh?
This cup probably isn't quite big enough either, but it's bigger, so that's kind of what we've got to go with. So.
Okay. No problem. That feels a lot better because that thing was feeling like my arm was about to explode.
Yeah. That can falsely elevate it, having it too tight of a cuff. All right.
This is a little tight too. It's cutting me off up here.
Yeah.
That's okay.
We'll get you going as quick as we can here. So. All right. Just relax. Try not to talk.
You gotta sit down and relax.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
You want to put a pin in there?
Oh, you're an actual pharmacist, huh?
All right. My name is Levi Martin, Levi-Martin, and I'm here with CVS Pharmacy today. We've got a few of us here, and we're helping out giving free blood pressure and free blood glucose screenings for anyone who wants it. Basically, we're trying to get a at-risk population that might not always get the medical attention they need, so we're here to check things out, give out some free gifts. We're also giving out free blood glucose meters and answering questions for people, anything they've got medication-wise or anything. I'm a pharmacy student intern with CVS. Well, it's great to go to these events because sometimes you get the people that don't always go in, that don't have a primary care physician, that don't always go see their doctor, and you're here to help them and give them something that, just so they're it's in the back of their head that, hey, maybe I should exercise a little bit more, or what should I eat, or go talk to my doctor about that blood pressure medication. You already had that. Did you have any coffee or anything like that this morning, or smoke a cigarette or anything like that? That's good to hear. I do like to ask that though because that can falsely elevate. Okay, that's fine. Food diet won't really affect it for a day. It's more the smoking or the coffee. You can't any
Not yet.
So just try to relax right here.
Calm down right now.
Stretch it. You said you just started medication recently, so
this morning.
Yeah. So looks to me like it is probably still a little bit elevated.
Yeah.
But you're starting medication. Have you been exercising or anything like that? You've been started that too.
Eating right, but it's
It takes time. The big thing with exercise is try not to do too much too quick because then people get frustrated. So.
too young.
Yeah.
You know what I was I have one at home, but it's old.
Oh, okay.
I have to tell it.
All right. All right.
Thank you. What they doing over here? Sugar, I don't need that.
Good afternoon. My name is Ulysses Maynard. I'm the Director of Contract Outreach and Community Outreach and Development for Trinal Inc. We are a strategic business management firm doing economic and community development and diversity contracting in the Chicagoland area. Happy to be here at Operation Rainbow Push's Saturday morning meeting. This is my colleague, Miss Tammy Davis, who will introduce herself.
Hi, once again, I'm Tammy Davis, and I'm the Director of Contract Compliance for Trinal Inc. Contract compliance relates to the areas of employment in the sense that when our clients, particularly those in the private and public sector, decide that they're going to embark upon a construction project, many of those entities put together workforce hiring goals. And so our role as a consultant to those entities ensure that the policies that the public and private entities create include workforce hiring goals. More specifically, it relates to the utilization of Chicago residents in general, and then more specifically, we target the utilization of residents within the ward where the project is being constructed. One of the things that we make sure is that when our clients go out for bid on a particular project, one of the things we make sure that the contracts include the requirements that the contractors have to meet, meaning that it is a contractual obligation for contractors to provide employment opportunities to residents within the community and residents throughout Chicago. So that is one of the things that Trino does in its role as a consultant to not only Rush University Medical Center, but also for all of our clients.
Hi. Okay. My name is Charles Herring. I'm Assistant General Manager at our Hall Plaza Menards in Chicago. We're here today to see if we can show everybody what Menards is about, what materials we offer for our contractor base. I brought my commercial sales manager, Keith Whitaker, here with me. I also have my building materials manager, Pierre Harris, and a representative from Sherwin-Williams Conco, deals with contractor base paint with Menards, John Kraft.
Your purpose here today?
We're here to support the program we have going here and try to help the contractors, let them know the options they have out there, the programs we also offer for contractors, the kind of kickbacks they can get with shopping through Menards, the material we can get. We just about can get anything they're looking for new construction, rehab work. We also have the type of equipment that we can use to deliver boom trucks, box trucks, flatbeds with forklifts attached to it. Our company's pretty big, with over 240 stores, and we can just about get materials anywhere you want to go. If we have to ship it right from our distribution center to you, or we can deliver it from one of our stores.
Hi, my name is Anna Vaccaro. I am a public relations representative with American Income Life Insurance Company in the Chicago area. We are here because we are working with ACA, providing no-cost benefits to the association, their members, and their companies that are members of the association. We have a variety of programs that we provide, such as accidental death insurance, child safety ID kits. We also provide discount cards for the members to receive discounts on their prescriptions. We also provide supplemental life insurance for anybody who is interested in enrolling in something else. And we're happy to be here, and we're happy to be a part of ACA to celebrate this day with everybody. So thank you.
Hi, my name is Linda Thomas, and I'm from Greater Westtown. And at Greater Westtown, we provide several services. One, we have vocational job training programs in the area of shipping and receiving, warehouse, and forklift certification. That's a 12-week training program in job placement in the shipping and receiving industry. The other program is a cabinet making, furniture making program that's 14 weeks of training with job placement in the manufacturing industry. We job place in companies that make wooden products or wood-related products. In addition to that, we have an alternative high school for youth between the ages of 16 to 20 with high school diploma.
How you doing, Teresa?
This is my husband.
Oh my God, so am I.
Yeah, it's good to see you today.
So what's going on?
Okay, what we're doing is we're educating people about the effects of electromagnetic frequencies, okay? And we're testing them for electrical pollution.
Call me more.
Okay? All right, so can I do a few tests on you?
If you want to.
I would really like to. Are you in any pain right now?
Yep.
You are. Where's your pain at?
My back.
In your back, okay. Reverend Willie is walking around with my back pain card. I got a card that helps move the fluid and activate it in your body, and it usually gets rid of back pain in like 5 minutes, okay?
Really?
So when she brings it back, you'll be the next in line, okay?
Okay.
And I want to tell you this. I'll do a test on you, but since you said your back hurts, I'm going to do it from the side because I don't want to hurt you. I want you to put your feet together. So this is your daddy, huh? I met you once before. before when we were already
Right.
recording. Yes. Okay. What I want you to do is, do you have a cell phone on you?
Yeah.
Okay, can you take it out? Okay. Okay. 1, 2, just stand as tall as you can. Ready? Go. Oh, you gotta put your feet together because you're stronger than me, okay? Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Try it again. 1, 2, 3.
Oh!
Okay, now you see. Now I'm just going to take this, which is a cell phone. Okay? It neutralizes
Now my
the
back
effects-
really hurts.
Oh no. Did I hurt your back?
No, go
I
ahead.
hope not. Okay, I don't want to hurt you. Okay? You want me to not do it? I'm going to do
I'm
one
on,
more.
I'm on.
Okay. Ready? Same thing. Feet together. Okay, ready, set, go. What happened?
I felt more stress on my back.
Yeah. You know what? This small chip is based on quantum physics, and it takes away the electromagnetic frequencies, which is weakening your body. You regain about 85% of your body's strength. When your body is not being weakened by the waves, okay, which comes from lights, from electricity, from the computers, we're getting secondhand cell phone waves, okay? And so there's 16 class action lawsuits against cell phone companies.
Right.
Okay. Every hospital is getting on. Now this is something that we have to protect your whole body, whether or not you got your cell phone. So I'd like you to take your cell phone off, okay? And what I want to ask you to do is take your hands like this, put them behind your back, okay?
Like this?
Yeah, no, just right like this. Okay, put your feet together. Okay. Now I'm going to push straight down in your hands, okay? And, yes. And I want you to stand as strong as you can, okay? Okay. I'm going to push straight down. Hold your head up tall like a soldier and don't bend at the waist. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now, I'm going to take this, okay? They won't laugh anymore. I'm going to put this by your neck, okay? And then we're going to see if it works. This is a piece of steel. I don't need to stick it on you. And actually, if I went through it, this is programmed to my body, because once I put it on, it programs to your body. And what happens is if you go through a metal detector at the airport, it can't find it.
Really?
Yes. It becomes your body's frequency, and when the waves come to your body from any source, you're protected, okay? And so I'm going to show you what that's like, okay? So we're going to put that there, and then we're going to put your hands together again, feet together, same test, okay? 1, head up tall, just like a soldier, same test. Ready, set, go. Okay. Now, are you okay, Omar?